Okay, and here what I'm doing, I'm taking one more module. Okay, module is for validation. Okay, so in this module you can write the validation part. Okay, directly we cannot write the validation part in the PBO PAA like that. Okay, in the flow logic we should not write the our program, our logic we should not write like this. Okay, so now what I am doing, I am taking one more module here, double click on this one. So this is the PAA module, so I will select the PAA include here, and here I will paste that one. Okay, I will paste that one, and I will check here. Okay, if LV underscore VBELN is not initial. Okay, ending. So what I'm doing, first of all, I'm checking the LV VBELN, something data is there or not. Okay, if the data is available, if something number is available, then only I want to validate that one. Okay, if the number is not available, then not required to validate that one, right? So that's why I'm checking here if LV underscore VBELN is not initial, something data is there or not in this LV underscore VBELN. If the data is available, it will go inside. Select single VBELN and I will declare one variable here, data LV1 type VBAK-VBELN. Clear LV1. Okay, I am declaring the one local variable LV1 here. Okay, and I am passing the data into LV1. Okay, I am giving something input field here, right? So that input field I am checking in the table VBAK. If the value is available, then it will go to the LV1. If the value is not available, then it won't go. Okay. And after that one, I am checking here if size of is not equal to 0, means if the above line is not executed successfully. Okay, if the line is not executed successfully, then I want to display one message invalid S4 type E. Okay, now save it and check it. But see, in real time, we should not declare the declarations in the, wherever you want like that. Okay, so we have to maintain all the declarations at one place. Okay, you may take one include, or you may take one subroutine, or you may take something one location. Okay, so we have to declare declarations part in the one location. So I will take this one, I will cut it here. Okay, I will go to the main program. Here I am maintaining the declarations. Okay, the beginning of the program I am maintaining the declarations, so I will declare it here. Okay, fine. Now this is a PAA module, and here I am maintaining the this one. Right, now save it, check it. Is there any syntax errors? No, there is no syntax error. Now what I will do, I will double click on the main program and right click on it and activate it. Okay, now I will try to execute the program. Separate session. So I'm giving here something number 4969, something number I'm giving 4975 I'm giving. Okay, click on get data. Data is fetching here. Okay, data is fetching, fine. Now I will give 123 here. 123, click on get data. What it is showing? It is showing invalid SO. Okay, invalid SO. Okay, our message is coming, but here if you see here the input value is in disable mode. Okay, the input value will be it is displaying the disable mode. I am not able to change the value here. Okay, I will try to click on back button. Okay, so in this case what we have to do? Okay, so I'm giving something invalid number. Okay, I'm giving something invalid number. Click on get data. At that time the input field is in disable mode. Okay, I want to keep in the enable mode. Okay, so where is it? In the 2000 screen, right? The 2000 screen. Okay, validation part. Whenever you are writing any validation part, then you have to take it in chain and in-chain operation. Okay? Chain and in-chain operation. And after that one, so if something error is coming, okay, if something error is coming, then all the fields will be in disable mode only. Okay, all the fields will be in disable mode only. So we have to keep in the enable mode. So you have to maintain the fields here. Field, what the field name? LV underscore VBLN. Okay, LV underscore VBLN. Chain and end chain is I am taking here. Okay, chain and end chain. What is the use of chain and end chain? In the interview, they may ask the question chain and end chain. What is the use of that one, and what is the exit command? Okay, so chain and end chain. So if you want to do any validation part, okay, if you want to do any validation part, then we have to write that module. Okay, we have to write that module in chain and end chain only. If you don't take chain and end chain, then what will happen? For example, I am giving something invalid number. At that time, all the input fields will be in disable mode. Okay, all the fields will be in disable mode. Then, I mean, I want to display that one in active mode. Okay, I mean editable mode. I want to display that one in a editable mode. Then you have to apply that one in chain and end chain. Okay, so for displaying the input fields in the editable mode, we have to go for chain and end chain. Okay, and in chain and end chain, you have to maintain. So how many input fields you want to keep in the enable mode? Okay, all the fields you have to maintain here. Here I am using only one input field. That's why I am taking field name. Okay, for example, you are taking 3-4 input fields. At that time, you have to maintain here field name. Like that, 3-4 input fields you have to maintain here. Okay, how many input fields you want to display in the enable mode? All the fields you have to maintain in chain and end chain, in between of chain and end chain. In the validation also you have to write in the chain and end chain. Okay, fine. Now I will execute it once. I mean, I will activate the program. Right click on it, activate it. Click on enter button. Okay, I'm giving something 123 number. This 123 number is not the proper value. Okay, so I'm clicking on get data. What it is showing invalid SO, but I can edit the data here. I can edit the value here 4975. I will change here and I will get the data. Okay, and if you see here 123 is there, right? So 123 and click on get data. So if you observe the table value, okay, the table values also is coming in the editable mode. You can edit here. Okay, but I'm clicking on the get data, then what will happen here, this is coming in the I mean invalid, I mean disable mode. Okay, the table is coming in the disable mode. Even the tabs are also not working because the cursor is stopping at that place, validation part. Okay, at the validation part only the cursor is stopping and the fields coming. Okay, the table fields are coming in the disable mode. Okay, if you want to display this one in the enable mode, okay, then also we have to maintain those all fields. Okay, then also you have to maintain those all fields in the chain and end-chain operation. Okay, chain and end-chain operation is coming here. Field work area VBAK hyphen VBLN, field work area VBAK hyphen punar. Okay, I am taking two fields. Okay, here three columns are there, right? Sales document number, document date, and here three columns are coming: sales document number, document date, and sold to party. I mean customer number, right? So I am enabling sales document number and customer number only. Okay, I am not enabling this one. Let us see how it will work. So I'm maintaining VBEL and Kunar, right? Now I will go to the, I will activate the program. Double click on the main program, right click and activate it. Okay, something problem is there. 2012 logic, the field work area VBAK, VBL not defined. Sorry. So what I'm doing here, why it is coming like that? Okay, so this is fine. This is a normal screen only. This is a sub screen. Okay, this is the sub screen. So we have to maintain that one, the sub screen only. We should not maintain the main screen. So the sub screen is 2001. So in this 2001, I will maintain that one. In the PAA part only, chain and end chain, I will take end chain. Okay, so in between of that one, I will maintain the fields. Okay, field VBAK, I mean work area VBAK VBL, field work area VBAK from R. Fine. Now save it. Double click on the main program. Right click and activate it. Instead of fields, can we take table control? No, we should not take total table control. We have to take only fields names here. Invalid field assignment field market VBLN. Is not assigned to any loop here. Fine, fine, fine. So 2001 light. So here, what I will do? Okay, chain and end chain is coming. So in between of that one, I'm taking loop. I mean, how many columns are there? I mean, how many? Here it is coming like that. So how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many records? Okay, for each and every record. Maybe the data is not available, but lines are coming here, right? So for each and every line, I have to keep in the enable mode. So for that one, I am taking the loop. Loop. I mean, after that one, a field work area VBAK VBLN. Now save it, check it. End chain statement is missing. 1 minute. I will double click on the main program and right click and activate it. Let me check how it will come. In the 2001 flow logic line number 10, end chain is missing. But I have maintained 2001 line number 10. Okay. One minute. I will maintain here ITVBAK. Let me check. VBAK 2. No. Let me check like this. How it will work, I don't know exactly. So we have to, we have to work on each and every concept. Otherwise, we will forget like this only. In real time, I did not use this like this. It once. So automatically it will take fine. Fine, it's working fine now. See, I'm taking loop. I'm trying to write here in the PAI loop and end loop, but I'm taking loop at ITVBAK into work area VBAK, but it is not considering like that. Automatically, it will take loop at ITVBAK into work area VBAK because in the PBO I'm taking ITVBAK into workarea VBAK, right? Same thing, whatever you are taking here in the PBO, same thing will apply in the PAI also. Okay, not required to maintain loop at ITVBAK into workarea VBAK. And in this loop and end loop, I am taking chain and end chain. Okay, in this loop and end loop, I am taking chain and end chain. And after that one, fields I am taking here. Fine. Now double click on the main program. Right click and activate it. Fine, it's activated. Now I will try to execute the program. Click on back button. I'm executing the program one more time. I'm giving something number 123 and click on get data. No, it is not coming here. It is. Fine. The table control is not working. I mean, the enable option is not coming here. If I pass something invalid number, the table control fields are in disable mode only. It is not coming in enable mode. I will check that one. Okay, because it will be time based here. So I will check that one and I will let you know. I mean, is it possible or not? Okay, I will check that one. I will let you know tomorrow. And here I want to add some more. This is a single button only, single number only. Okay. Now I want to give the from and to. Okay, from and to. I mean, like select options. Okay, in our programming, select options are there, right? So how is it possible in the module pool programming? Okay, so for maximum we will use your ranges. Okay, so instead of select options, here we have to write ranges. Okay, ranges. Select options also possible. Okay, select options also possible. We will discuss about that one also. So first of all, ranges. Okay, so maximum they will use ranges. If you I mean write ranges, how can we write that one? Okay, now click on back button. So I will design that one once again. The 2000 screen. Okay, layout tab. So this is the field, right? I will remove this one. The mandatory field, I will remove this one. Possible is okay, fine. Now get data is coming like this, right? I will, I will move that one. I will adjust that one. So I will copy this one. Okay, copy and paste here. Yes, I want to paste here. Okay, I will take here something, something B value. Okay, and this is the A. Okay, and here I will type 2. Okay, now what I'm doing, I'm giving something number. This is the from and this is the to. Okay, sales document number from 4969 to 4975. I want to take the data. Okay, 4969 to 4975. I mean range I'm giving here. Okay, something range I'm giving here. Fine. Now I will save this one. Click on back button. So where is the logic for the fetching data? So if I click on, okay, if I click on get data, okay, if I click on get data, then I want to do something here before that one. Equal declarations, right? So equal declarations I am not maintaining. The layout tab. Okay, I am maintaining here something input field. The input field name is A. Previously LB underscore VBELN is there. I mean that is a single value, that is why I have taken like that LB underscore VBELN. But now I am taking from and to. Okay, ranges I am taking. That's why I am renaming this one to A. And the second one is the B here. Okay, A to B. I mean 4969 to 4975 like that. I'm giving something range here. Okay, so I have to rename for this one and I have to add one more input field here, right? So I will maintain the equal declarations in the main program. Where is LV underscore VBELN? This is LV underscore VBELN. In place of LV underscore VBELN, I will take A here. Okay, I have changed that one to A, and I will take B also. B type VBAK hyphen VBELN. Okay, and I want to declare some range here. Okay, range. This is fine. Now I want to declare here ranges. Range R underscore. This is a VBELN, right? Yes, R underscore VBELN. I think ranges are range. Okay, so select options we will take, right? So in place of select options, I am taking ranges. Okay, ranges R underscore VBELN for A. Okay, but in the input screen, I am taking A and B. Okay, from A to B. Okay, A to B. So direct, if you write, see, if I write select options, then what will happen? Automatically from and to, it will ask the input values here, right? But for ranges, it won't come like that. Okay, but for ranges, it won't come like that. So what I mean, in the module pool, it is not possible like that. Okay, so what I will do, so if you declare the ranges, okay, R underscore VBELN like that. Okay, so at that time it will declare the internal table and work area as the same. Okay, how select options will create the work area and internal table in the same way, ranges also will create the work area in the internal table by the name. Okay, so it will contain R underscore VBELN hyphen low, R underscore VBELN hyphen high, R underscore VBELN hyphen side, and R underscore VBELN hyphen option. Okay, it will contain same thing. Okay, so if for example I am declaring, okay, in the normal report I am declaring, okay, select options S underscore VBELN, at that time it will also contain the same thing. Okay, S underscore VBELN hyphen low, S underscore VBELN hyphen high, and S underscore VBELN hyphen sign, and S underscore VBELN hyphen option. Okay, so if you declare the select options in the normal program, at the time in the backend it will create one internal table and work area and the same name. Okay, it will contain 4 fields, sign, option, low, high, like that. The same way ranges also. Okay, but it won't display the input from and to input fields. Okay, but in backend it will create one internal table and one work area by the name of the ranges only. Okay, R underscore VBELN high, sign, option. Okay, the same way. Fine. Now what I will do. So ranges also I am taking. Now I will go to the 2000 screen. Okay, 2000 screen. So where I'm fetching the data, I'm clicking on the get data. Okay, I'm clicking on get data. At that time I'm fetching the data, right? So I'm clicking on fetch data. At the time I'm fetching the data. Right. And here what I will do, A and B. Okay, 2 fields I'm taking. Okay, A is the low value and B is the high value. Right. So now what I will do, I will take here ranges R underscore VBELN, because so what is the name here for the ranges? I am taking the ranges name R underscore VBELN. Okay, the ranges name is R underscore VBELN. So I'm filling that one. Okay, I'm filling that internal table now. So if I click on the get data, okay, if I click on get data, I'm filling the ranges here R underscore VBELN hyphen low equal to A. Okay, so you are passing something value into A here. Okay, R underscore VBELN hyphen high equal to B. Okay, and R underscore VBELN hyphen sign equal to include. Okay, include, and after that one R underscore VBELN hyphen option. Okay, equal to Okay, here option will be between or equal to. Okay, for example, I'm passing something from only. I'm not passing to value. Okay, that is optional here. Okay, from and to will be there. So if you take from and to value, then multiple ranges mean multiple values will come here. But I am giving only from value. To value I'm not giving. Okay, at that time option will be equal to. Okay, if you give something value in B, okay, if you give something value in B, then the option will be between. Right. So I will check here if B is not initial. Okay, I mean in the B something value is there, then it should be between here. Okay, else R underscore VBLN hyphen option. I will show you the debugging how it will find how it will work. Equal to will come append R underscore VBLN. Clear R underscore VBLN. Okay. Fine. Now in place of in place of LV underscore VBELN, I will take R underscore VBLN. And this is the range, right? Range and select options both will work like, and I'm giving here in. Okay, this is not single value, this is the range here, so that's why I'm taking in. Okay, fine. Now save it. I will do one thing here. I will remove this one also. Okay, now save it. Check it. I think something problem will come in the validation part. I think R underscore VBLN is unknown. Okay, I have taken something spelling mistake, right? R underscore VBELN I have to take, but I have taken something small mistake. I will replace that one. I found that one. Fine. Okay, fine. I'm taking something ranges, but I have to give the validation part here. Okay, I have to give the validation part here. So I will comment it and I will commit later. Fine. Now save it. Double click on the main program. Right click and activate it. Something problem is there. LV underscore VBL and not defined in the line. 2000 screen number is 2000. The flow logic on the input output field LV underscore VBLN. Okay, so we have to go there. 2000 screen line number 9. 2000 screen. The flow logic line number 9. Fine. This is the thing. Okay, we have to. I'm keeping it on. I'm keeping in the comments here because LV underscore VBLN I am not using now. Okay, in place of LV underscore VBLN I am taking A. Okay, we will validate it later. First of all, ranges how it will work. I am checking. Now double click on the main program. Right click and activate it. Fine. Now I'm going to the main. I'm executing the program here. Okay, it's coming here. Okay, something from and to is coming here. Okay, from and to is coming. Now I will write here 49692 4975. Okay, 4975. Now click on get data here. Data is coming 4969 4970 71775 is coming fine. And I will click on S for item. Here 4969 is coming, but I am not able to scroll down here. Scroll down option is not coming here, right? We have to activate the scroll down. We will check it. And billing. The billing also scroll down is not coming, right? Fine. We will check it. Click on back. Sorry. I have to show you, right, how it is working. I'm giving something number here, 4969 and 4975. This is the A and this is the B. Right now, I'm going to the debugging here, /h, click on get data. Okay, get data. Click on F5 button. This is the validation part, nothing is there. And this is the subscreens. Okay, I'm not calling the subscreens as of now, I'm calling the main screen now. Okay, click on F5 button. Click on F5. I clicked on get data, so it will go inside of this one. I'm clicking on the desktop 3. Click on F5, and your ranges is coming here, right? R_VBELN. Okay, if you double click on R_VBELN, automatically it is sign option low high. It is creating the one structure here, one internal table and worker name. It is creating here. Okay, now I have to fill this one. Okay, I have to fill this one. Actually, I'm giving something value in A and value B. Okay, 4969 to 4975. Okay, in the input screen, I'm giving this number. Okay, from number is A and two field is B. Okay, so I have to pass these two fields information to this R_VBL ranges. So what I'm doing now, I am passing the R_VBL low equal to A. Okay, high equal to B. Okay, and B. So for example, R_VBL is coming here. Okay, low and high values are coming. So at that time, option will be between here. Okay, option will be between. For example, I am not passing something range here. I am taking only single value. Okay, I will show you in the in the next one, the next debugging. So as of now, I am passing the something two value I am passing. So the option value will be between. Okay, and I'm appending the data to the. If you see here, one record is coming, sign option low high. Sign is I include and option is between, and low value 4969 and high value 4975. Okay, now I'm getting the data. Click on F5 button. I'm fetching the data into ITVBAK. Okay, 7 records are coming here. Okay, R_VBL and I'm passing the where condition and I'm getting the data in ITVBAK and ITVBAP and ITVBRP. Alright, now click on F5 button. See, something data is coming. 7 records in VBAK, 22 records in VBAP, 37 records in ITVBRP. Right now, I am executing this one. Something data is coming in the header level, in the item level data is coming. Scroll down is not working. We will check it. And billing also coming. Scroll down is not coming. Right? We will check it. Now I will try to give only one value. 4969 only I will give here. Okay, 4969 only I am giving here, and I am not giving the two value. Okay, only one value I am giving here. Now I will go to the debugging. Get data. Get data. And click on F5 button. Validation part is coming. So, but nothing is there. So it will come outside of this module. And I am calling the subscreens. I don't want to call subscreens as of now. Click on F6 button. Now I am clicking on F5 button. So it is going to the get data condition. Okay, and here I am giving something value A. Okay, A and B also I am giving. See, 4969. This is the from value. Two value I am not giving. That's why it is empty now. Okay, B is empty now. Okay, now click on F5 button. F5 button. So A value passed and B value passed. And here I am checking. Okay, if B is not initial. Okay, if B is not initial means 0. Not 0 means something value is there. Okay, in the B something value is there, then it will go inside, but in the B nothing is there. Okay, this is empty now, so it won't go inside of this if condition, it will come to the else part. Okay, click on F5 button, it is coming to the else part and the option equal to. Okay, because in this one only single value I am taking. Okay, in the ranges I am taking only single value. Double click on this one and double click it. Okay, here I am taking only single value 4969. Then in the where condition we have to pass like this equal to. Okay, equal to 4969. I am giving something condition, right? VBELN equal to 4969. Okay, for example, I am taking high value. I mean, two ranges also I am taking. From and to I am taking. At that time, between we have to take here. Okay, and the remaining thing as usually. Okay, I am executing the program here. It will work as usually. Okay, and scroll down, right? Scroll down was not working, right? So we will check that one now. So where is it? In the 2001? I mean, three screens. Okay, in the three screens you are taking table control, right? Fine. In the PBO, okay, in the PBO I will take one module. Okay, the internal table name is ITVBAK, right? So I will copy it and I will go inside of this module. This is the PBO. I am clicking on OK button, and here I will check here. Okay, describe table. Okay, describe table ITVBAK lines LV square B1. Okay, I mean. So what is the meaning of this one? What is the use of this describe table syntax? So if you want to get to know how many records are available, okay? If you want to get to know how many records are available in this internal table, then the syntax is describe table. Describe table, internal table name, and lines something variable I am taking. At the time, how many records are available in this ITVBAK, that line numbers will come into this variable. Okay, fine, fine. So what is the table control name here? The table control name is VBAK hyphen, I mean VBAK TBC, right? So I will do here one thing. LV underscore line equal to LV underscore line plus 1. And the, okay, sorry, what I have done. What I'm doing here. So first of all, I'm checking how many records are available in the internal table. Okay, how many records are available in the internal table I'm checking. So for example, 10 records are available. Okay, 10 records are available. Now what I'm doing, that line number is coming the 10. Okay, that line number 10 is coming here, right? So I'm doing 10 plus 1, total 11 records I am taking here. Okay, so last record will be empty. So last record will be empty, and that line number I am passing to the table control. Okay, that line number I am passing to the table control. At the time, automatically one line will be increased and scroll down also will increase. I mean, scroll down also will work here. Okay, scroll down also will work. Let me check how it will work. And LV underscore line, I did not declare it, right? I will declare it now. Okay, I will declare it. See, the class will disconnect in 1 minute, reconnect it once again. The class will extend up to 8 or 8 and like that. Just activate it. Okay, and now double click on the, sorry, double click on the main program and right click it. So this is for VB